Welcome to Fog Cave Expert by FlingbusPlunkus. Today we're going to be doing a chimp strategy in this map involving some select towers including the Ultra-Juggernaut and the Carpet of Spikes. Now I want this Dark Monkey to be as wide as possible where we can place it down so that we can put another tower on the left hand side of the Dark Monkey. Namely an alchemist so that we can buff both the Ultra-Juggernaut and the Tack shooter as well. On a lot of maps the Ultra-Juggernaut really suffers, but on this map where there's so many tight spaces, this upgrade is going to thrive. It was either in update 43 or 44 where Ninja Kiwi is given the super range Tack's pierce increase an even bigger pierce increase, so therefore there's a bit more of an incentive now to go for middle crosspath rather than top crosspath with the additional rate of fire. Gonna go up to Spiker Pulp now. Am I gonna go for Tack Sprayer next? Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Go for Tack Sprayer next, and then go for Juggernaut. Let's see, round 14 consists of a bunch of spread out red balloons, blue balloons, green balloons, yellow balloons. All sorts of different kind of balloons. The deadliest one of them all though, yellow balloons. Okay, pink balloons on this round. If it wasn't for the additional pierce, I feel like the Tack shooter would be struggling here. Here we go, we've got Juggernaut. Now another little challenge I've got going on here is we're not going to place down a hero, nor are we going to use the water over here in order to place down, let's say, a preemptive strike or a carrier flagship or any other naval towers. Bubble balloons, no thank you. We're going to place a discount village over here because I do want a bottom path heli in order for us to be able to combat round 40, but also for our Carpet of Spikes back here. Let's see, Juggernaut sometimes is not able to hit within this small circle here because of this pylon here, not pylon, pillar here, icicle pillar. Round 33 just consisting of camo balloons, so it's all up to the Juggernaut to try and deal with absolutely everything there. Now I do want it so that you get the maximum benefits, but then again there's also the matter of space, so we're going to sacrifice a little bit of power early on so that we can have that range up and running, so that we're using the maximum amount of space that we can over here while everything is under the discount village. Plop you down there. I think that's good. So a little bit of additional rate of fire is pretty good here with the heli over here. Basically Moab shove is going to be the majority of this round, or this run actually, and if we do have any spare money over we'll go to Comanche defense. Up to the Juggernaut again, solo against the lead balloons. We could get Moab shove soon actually, and actually we're going to get that now because of a missile, so we have another attack which is okay against lead balloons rather than just being blocked 24/7. You will get an alchemist to buff you overdrive at some point. I know it says Tack Sprayer, but you get the gist. Round 39 going swimmingly well, and round 40, yeah, this is where the Moab shove comes in handy here, just to keep this Moab in bay here, just because we don't have a lot at the moment when it comes to Moabs and being able to deal with all of those, which is where our Carpet of Spikes will be excellent against later on, but there's still a few things that I want to give before we are comfortable for this entire round. So while under the discount village, we're going to get our tier 3 upgrades and below just a little bit cheaper. We're going to go to white hot spikes, honestly. We're going to need it. And the beauty of the alchemist is that it defies logic when it comes to line of sight blockers, because it can literally bend through the realms of reality through its alchemy. Brilliant, isn't it? The power of alchemy is called BS logic. What is logic? There's no such thing as logic. Right, next up we're going to get ourselves to the Ultra-Juggernaut so that even Moabs will have a very hard time trying to go through our defenses rather than just being permanently stalled by the Moab shove here. And as you can see, the the Juggernaut at the moment keeps bouncing all over the place. Kind of neat. Very, very cool. Also go to Perishing Potions because of the fact that it's able to deal with a fortified layer of the non-Moab class balloons. So how's it going to fare around 49 the rest of it? Pretty swell. After we get Ultra-Juggernaut, we're going to get Overdrive. I'm really feeling it. I'm feeling the means of additional fire rate. And there we go. That's also another reason why we've got the spike factory at the end of the map here, is just so that if anything does leak through, then hopefully this spike factory will be able to clean it all up. Perhaps I should have saved getting Moab Shredder until later on, so we could have gotten this upgrade a little bit sooner. But hey ho, as you can tell, the Juggernaut balls are bouncing all over the place. And because the main ball splits into 6 smaller ones, well, it's going to have a whale of a time on this map. If you're enjoying the content so far, then please, by all means, click the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers. We are between 600 and 700 subscribers away from that 5 decimal mark on the subscribe button. I mean, the subscribe count. I mean, if you do click that subscribe button, if you have not done so already, then we can get close to 10,000. In fact, all of the people who are watching the video right now are not clicked that subscribe button. If you all hit it right now, then we may be able to have the base mortar 2 megapops on the next video. Wouldn't that be fun? I've been saying this for a long time, so if this is your first video that you're watching of mine, then welcome to the channel. But also, I like to do scenarios which makes me torture myself. Rarely, though. Not all the time, but rarely. Spike Storm, strongest stimulant. I'm gonna buff this carpet of spikes with both an alchemist and a mermaid. I love the additional pierce buff. I really like it. Especially since Ninja Kiwi keeps nerfing the middle path spike factory. You okay? You're not even attacking it. What is this? There we go. That's much better. Perhaps I should have this minusculely to the right so that you still stall them. Like, there we go. But the tack shooter can still do its job of attacking them. Watch the absolute palaver of round 63. Usually the ceramics are a huge problem. But we have a huge problem for the ceramics. In the name of Ultra-Juggernaut. Also, the overdrive does pretty well. Especially since the fact we've got super range attacks rather than the faster fire rate. Which is also very handy against grouped Moabs, just because each attack will be able to damage more Moabs. Our game here right now is just sit tight and wait for 45,360 so that we can get the carpet of spikes. But beforehand, I just remembered we haven't got jungle drums yet. I imagine a half cash strategy on this map will be very different. Like, I would imagine you'd be able to get the Moab shoved for round 40, considering the other towers which you need to place down in order to get you through the first, like, 36 rounds or so before getting to round 40. But perhaps somebody can prove me wrong there. But half cash is just the least favorite mode in the game. I'm not saying it's the most hated, it's the least favorite. There's a clear distinction between the two sayings of least favorite and most hated. The incentives to not use water or place a hero down is very simple. We could just use Geraldo as our hero, but that's seen in way too many runs. Very understandable as to why, but just seen in too many runs. So I put down what probably is one of the most, like, useless heroes for Chimps run, but then again, there could be some really weird shenanigans that you could do with Ben. So let's say if you're up against a bunch of lead balloons around 28, then just activate his ability. Actually, I don't think you can even get that siphon ability before round 28, where you're able to downgrade a balloon by 1 level. So therefore, let's say if you have a lead problem, then boom, activate it just before round 28 starts, and then you've got yourself black balloons rather than lead balloons to deal with, which could actually save your bacon, could make you get enough money in order to get to that point. But then again, isn't it proven that if you use Ben and Chimps, you're actually losing out on money? Because you do lose out on those layers in which you can pop otherwise and then get money from. Just food for thought. You would only use his abilities sparingly in a Chimps run. Round 79. We are very close, by the way, to Carpet of Spikes. And then we're going to get a Alchemist and also the Abyssal Warrior in order to pierce buff, the Carpet of Spikes. Like, we could have just settled with a 150 but I'd rather just have that permanent means of being able to attack with DDTs, which is one of the main reasons why we're going to have this train, because of DDTs. Here we go, round 80 ZOMG. And you don't work as well against the ZOMG, but you're doing your job just fine. Oh my god, look at all the pulse bounce inside a small circle here. Essentially, the balloons go around this spot here, which when I honestly looked at this map, I was thinking, like, this little like loop around the circle makes a big difference. Okay, carpenter spikes. Hallelujah! I'm not that funny. Fortified BFBs with super fortified ceramics. No thank you. Okay, round 83. So what's our next game here? What's our next strategy involved? Well, I am thinking of getting a Abyssal Warrior. And you know what, I don't think the cross-pathing is going to really matter, since I just wanted to support the carpenter spikes. But I guess, so perhaps I should have done it the other way around, so that the alchemist there and the abyssal warriors down there. But you know what, that's fine. That is completely fine, because, well, you're not going to attack, really. Let's just say that. You're just there to buff, to pierce buff, although you're not pierce buffing there. Perhaps I should have done it the other way around, so that then you can actually reach down there and buff the heavy, but that's absolutely fine. You know what, for any camo ceramic shenanigans that could escape here, we're going to get Echo Sense Precision, but we don't need anything else. We have this money left over. What can we do with it? It's been pretty swell at the moment. No need to showcase off other previous rounds, since they didn't really get into this portion of the map over here. It's like, this is a really solid strategy for this map. And because of the fact that there's only a very ample amount of space for carpenter spike pile to land, it means that pretty much every single part of this map will be covered in multiple piles of spikes. Round 90 DDT. So, just because of the Abyssal Warrior, do you think that the carpenter spikes overall has been buffed within this update? Not because of its nerfs, but because of the fact that you can have an Abyssal Warrior by it, or even like Lord of the Abyss. I wonder if we would get Lord of the Abyss. Nah, we'll get the Tack Zone. And if we do have the money left over, we will get Lord of the Abyss. But I think, can we even make the 24k left? Like, round 98 alone is 10k or so. Right, round 94. Things are going very, very well so far. My goodness sakes, this is looking very tight at times. Okay, you're going to be pretty much nearly useless on this round. I'm sorry, attack zone. If Drolder was here, we could give you some camo detection, but nah, not needed. And since because you can't see camo balloons, I believe the DDTs can't actually block your projectiles. It's only if you can actually detect camo balloons that your projectiles can get, well, blocked by a balloon type which would otherwise block it, if I remember correctly. If you can't see it, then you can't shoot it. If you can't recognize it, is it actually there to begin with? Okay, round 97. Oh, Lord of the Abyss! Yeah, we'll get it for even more pierce! Okay, there we go. We've got it now. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, this run is game, set, and match. Oh my god, yes, just use the ability bet. Round 99. We'll give a Comanche defense just because we have the money for it. Round 100. My goodness sakes. Yeah, this run is game, set, and match, with our main profit being the Ultra-Juggernaut. Not surprising to say. Over 800,000 pops with the Ultra-Juggernaut. I thoroughly enjoyed this run, because this doesn't look like an easy map, but I think it's because of the Ultra-Juggernaut you can make it an easy map in some way, shape or form. Now, am I saying that this is an easy map? No, I would say that this is quite the difficult map if you don't know that these two spots exist on the map. But then again, you could also like make your run a little bit easier with we could put down like an aircraft carrier or a carrier flagship and then buff it with a MIB because then you could place down a middle path ice tower on one of its platforms. I would say it's low one because on the top one you could place a sniper and it's able to see over these rocks. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Let me know what if you thought of this video down in the comment sections below. Nothing like a 2 megapops or a 2 tower chimps, but just a regular game of chimps on what looks like an incredibly difficult map. Thank you all so much for watching and take care of yourselves, people. Please be sure to use my creator support code whenever you are in the store. Sometimes there are tier 5 instant monkey packs, and whenever those are online, I hope to try and point it out. Also, you can get yourself a tower bundle, so if you've not yet unlocked any of these towers, you can do so. Also get some nifty instant monkeys and some nice artwork as well. You like your black and white dartling gunner, your ferocious beast handler, or this cute mermonkey playing the volleyball, and these two playing in the sea. Dino. Purple dinos were best. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, everyone.